comes away with a win, 78-72.
And welcome to the latest edition of the WCC Katz Chats. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by USF head coach Kyle Smith. And Kyle, for a long stretch when I was doing my bracket at March Madness, I had USF in. I was feeling very comfortable with that. Then you lost 3 in a row. You bounced back. What happened during, I know they were all on the road, what happened during that losing skid to take this team a little bit sideways before you were able to recover from that?
I think we ran into some pretty good teams. I think the league's up this year. I think a little disappointed. San Diego was a good team, but we were up 14 in the second half. That thing flipped around on us a little bit. And I think our confidence was a little shook, and then we had to go into Moraga, and St. Mary's been really good at home. It would have been nice if we could have picked up one of those, and knowing that the third one in that trilogy there was going to be pretty tough up in Spokane. So, I know our schedule's a little favorable, and it was great to get that attention. Our group, we got to keep getting better, and we got 6 games left, and hopefully we can keep improving.
If you were not part of it, and you watched, as I did, the USF Gonzaga game, the first one, you guys looked like a tournament team. You played like a tournament team, and it was down in the last couple minutes. So the issue is, in these other leagues, you're afforded to lose 2 or 3 in a row, maybe even more, and still recover. How do we get to the point where that occurs in the WCC?
The dynamics changed. I mean, when I was coaching with Randy at St. Mary's 10 years ago, I think there was 12 at-large teams out of non-power conferences, whatever you want to call them these days, and now it's down to 2 or 3. So it's a challenge, and we're in an odd situation because you don't anticipate having a national championship contender usually in WCC, and they really are, and they've been 2 out of the last 3 years. So, we just got to do our best. And I've got a 30 for 30 ready, so I don't know. I got an NDA to explode, but we're going to call it 37 minutes. We were up to 37 minutes, but we'll see. We got to get them. I don't know what we did. We got to find a way.
You knew you were going to have a good team. How difficult was it to put together a slate where you felt like at least you'd be in position, if you were to lose a couple games in the league, that you would have had those wins or potential games, on the shelf for you?
Schedule a couple of years out, a lot of that stuff for 18 months, and I don't think people understand how hard scheduling is. And we kind of have the same philosophy: play anyone that wants to play us at home. Try to find a few marquee games and try to play an MTE where you get a couple of chances. Some teams weren't as good as they anticipated. We had 3 Pac-12s on the schedule. We lose the Arizona State game. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I remember I said Joe Lars, well, you're going to have a good team. Like, coaches don't think that. We think you're going to be good, but you don't think, it's tough. And it's like you can bury your team trying to overschedule.
You guys have great brand recognition now, I think, from even seeing San Francisco's name high up in the net in a bracket like mine during the regular season. What's next in your timeline of taking this program to that next level, to getting that, whether it's a game or 2 in the Warriors building, but just to help build the brand even more?
We have one opponent possibility that's not locked in to be the first college game to be played in the new arena. That's just more excitement for basketball. We're getting good crowds, and I think there's 800,000 people in San Francisco to come watch a USF game. And it's a little expensive to go see the Warriors, but I think it all factors in. I think it's great for the area.
Frankie Ferrari, he's got one of the best names in college basketball. He's a really good player. What has he meant to this team in terms of his impact when he's on the floor?
We're not as good when he's not out there. I know that much. And he's a local guy. And to bring up the story of bringing him back, and him, it rarely works out what you think in your mind. He's been beyond that. And he just gives a confidence. He's rejuvenated the city, the school. And that was kind of the goal. It was like, hey, we bring this guy back and he does well. I mean, that name is unbelievable to generate. It's something to talk about, but he is. He's got a swagger about him. He's confident. He works hard. You can never count him out.
Kyle, appreciate it. And I know that the Dons are going to be in the thick of this race for second over the last couple of weeks. And then who knows what will happen in Vegas next month.
Yeah. Thanks, Andy.